Good night and welcome to another episode of Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. I'm Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt and we're broadcasting live on Jamaicans.com. So as you come in, please tell me where you're connecting from. Look here, last week we outdid ourselves. Let me just say that. So big thanks to all the people who shared the video, and the conversation continued in so many spaces, right? I even met some of you in person. Like literally, I was in the supermarket earlier this week. I didn't get her name and she said, Ashleigh-Ann, you're the lady from Jamaicans.com. And I'm like, hey. So if you see me on the road, if you see me in your community, in your area, feel free to approach me, maintaining the 6 feet distance, of course, because we are still monitoring COVID. So as you come in, of course, please tell me where you're connecting from. I'm broadcasting from the beautiful city of Kingston, Jamaica, right? I hope to go in different parishes as best as possible to, broadcast different places. I can't wait to go outdoors some more. So I'm going right ahead to bring up the live on my other device. But if this is the first time you're watching the show, Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt is a show that I do on Jamaicans.com every week, and we talk about current affairs. So it is in an effort to allow Jamaicans and lovers of Jamaican music, culture, everything, to stay connected with the island. We're talking about current affairs in the discussion, and when I say we, it's you and I. So if you not talk, me not have nothing to say. It's a discussion, and it is live right here on Jamaicans.com. So I'm gonna get to the comments and see what you are saying. So right away, I want to big up ZZ Palmer in the building. Hi ZZ, I see Anya here. Good evening. Please tell me where you're connecting from, Anya. Cecile from Florida. Hi, my Florida peeps. Big up on yourself. And importantly, people, share this video on your timeline. Alright, so I know someone see the caption and probably I wonder, what Ashleigh talk about? Well, as if every week we don't have something to talk about, we always have something controversial to talk about, don't? We are going to talk about, do we need to be discussing the sexuality of Jamaican entertainers? I could say entertainers in general, but I feel like I want to focus on Jamaicans primarily because we're on Jamaicans.com and we're talking about things affecting Jamaicans and things happening within the island, right? So, Jamaican entertainers. But before I jump to that, I want to just say something in terms of airing my concerns about, let me be politically correct, election season. We still have cases of COVID. We are still seeing increases in the confirmed COVID-19 cases in Jamaica. So I caution all the political revelers, campaigners, party members on both sides. Remember to still follow the health and safety protocols. I am very concerned that after this election, right, we're going to see even quadruple cases, because honestly, I don't see people wearing masks, so that's one, right? I do not see people maintaining the social distance. By the way, I was in halfway through the other day, and this guy, I was at the bank. I mean, I'm sorry to digress, but I was at the bank, ATM, right? And this guy, because them don't want to lose them space in the line, me tell you, Jamaicans, and then you ask me why picnic get trouble. So, he doesn't want to lose his space in the line, and he might itch up, if that's the best way to put it, behind me. And I'm like, Virgin, remember the social distancing thing? And me look upon me like me a clown, like, what did I earlier? So please, especially our political candidates or candidates running for member of parliament seats, advise on the campaigners say social distancing still a key, COVID still a key, okay, hand high, do do not want to catch it. You see me? I want to read your comments now. Pretty Louis Rose says elections are due, pandemic or not. And that's the truth. So we're going to have elections on Thursday, September 3. But look here, regardless of elections, we still need to recognize that we have a serious global health crisis that we're dealing with right now, and it's only valuable for us to respect the protocols instituted by our government, informed, well, most of them informed by our health authority, right? Tessany said COVID still a keep, like, the guy look at me like, I want to her. I want, she knows say I want to get to, like, I not push up, I don't want her. I don't need she push up, I don't even push up on her at the ATM match, ATM match I'm going now, what do I not lose my seat. Virgin, I don't want to catch COVID. Not saying that he did have it, I'm just saying, right? But I just feel like Jamaicans, not easy. Like, we're not ready for have a conversation about discipline in this country, you know. We're not ready for it yet. You see me? Not how complain say why complain or pitting indiscipline and a bad parenting. See how many months now the government rolling out campaigns and PSAs after PSAs about wearing your mask and keeping the distance, right? Doing it in patois, right? Doing it in standard English, and people still, the mere just simply to maintain distance in public spaces is an issue. I want to complain about the pity them. Man, by the way, it would be of value if we do so, because guess what? School is opening in October, right? Cecile says Jamaica cannot afford to get an outbreak because we do not have the hospital beds that accommodate large numbers. Cecile, I'm glad you brought that up. And the reason I say that, we saw just this week in the news, the University of the West Indies, the University Hospital of the West Indies, basically, I saw a report where they were saying the area, the isolation area for COVID-19 cases, they are basically jam-packed. They have no more accommodation for that. Of course, the University Hospital isn't the only hospital handling COVID cases at the moment, but guys, we do not have, I've seen several health professionals warn us, we don't have enough nurses, doctors, surgeons, right, to handle an outbreak. Okay, me promise I'm not going to stick on COVID for too long, right? Because I know you see the caption, and if you're just joining our discussion, we are going to be talking about why. We say, Ann Karen, come up in the building. Hi, Ann Karen. Hi, Zizi. Look here, we are going to talk about why is it that we need to know the sexuality of entertainers. And the reason I'm asking that question tonight, earlier this week, we've seen where a conversation developed on social media, well, particularly Twitter. I'm always over there, guys. So ensure that you're following me on Twitter. It's A_Mowatt, A_Mowatt. Sorry, at A_Mowatt. So conversation developed on Twitter early this week, probably about Monday, Tuesday, and it was centered around reggae artist, let me correct myself, Grammy Award winning reggae artist, Koffee. So if you're familiar with Koffee, if you're familiar with Toast and Lockdown, then you're talking about Koffee. And you can tell me some of your favorite Koffee songs, right? They were discussing her sexuality, and this is not the first time that people have been discussing Koffee's sexuality. She has been, well, there has been conversation because she herself, I have watched interviews, you can tell me if you've seen it, but I have never seen her address that big question or that big, as some people put it, elephant in the room, her sexuality. So people were talking about, you know, what's her status in terms of if she's into women or if she's into men, or if she's into both. And the reason she brought that conversation was brought up, a photo, or I should say an image, representing a screenshot of a conversation with reportedly, because we're not sure, Koffee not verify, a conversation between Koffee and one of her fans. So in the conversation, the fan had a picture, sent a picture to Koffee's account, social media account, I think it was Instagram, and basically said, "Can I be your wife?" And whoever was managing Koffee's account responded with the ring, the wedding ring or the wedding band emoji. I don't know if that said person put out the screenshot or blasted it on social media or shared it on their page. However, that conversation was screenshot and posted online, and it went downhill from there. Yes, this is confirmation. Koffee is gay, and we knew that Koffee was gay from a long time. There were concerns about why that fan would decide to put out an image, put out a screenshot, even if she did have a conversation with Koffee, right? There were some concerns that why Koffee don't address this, considering that, you know, she is promoting her new music right now, and, you know, everything going on good for her. So this is actually like bad press. I disagree, by the way. And the conversation about her sexuality just kept on festering. Everybody had a lot to say. There were so many Jamaicans and non-Jamaicans, but primarily Jamaicans, who had a lot to say about Koffee's sexuality, or their inquisition with our fascination, if we call it, with our sexuality. And I have a problem with that. I want to know from you if you have a problem with, or do you think that Jamaicans should know, or we should have a fascination or an interest in the sexuality of our entertainers? I want to share my thoughts on that question, but I want to take yours first, and I'm going to start with Sky. Sky says Koffee's sexuality is her private business. I soon comment on that. Cassandra says she's a lyrical genius, that's all I focus on. And Karen says they need to leave that young lady. Okay, so let me get that right. They need to leave the young lady. Only her sexuality is none of our business. Norma says COVID still a keep social distancing and turn your yard if you have to go out. My fellow Jamaicans are too unruly. I am telling you, honestly, when I saw the comments, especially the ones concerning her sexuality, I was like, come on now. This is a discussion that we're having from about 2019. At 2020, this time we are dealing with COVID. What is Koffee's sexuality going to do to help her career? Honestly, us knowing whether or not she is gay, how that gonna help her career? And I was just livid about it. You know why? And I'm gonna tell you why. I am going to say plainly, and my sister Tessany always speak about patriarchy in Jamaica and how we are so hypocritical and how we marginalize women, especially women in power. We try to, and that me for say, because Koffee now make none of them more than her. She don't answer them. I think it is clearly coming from a place of patriarchy. So guess what now? This young lady, as Ann Karen said, come into the reggae scene, you understand, with some really sweet hits, right? Got the attention of even the previous president of the United States, Barack Obama. Got so many people singing her song. And for the look all, and I'm sorry to say it, but for the all quote unquote veterans in the reggae industry, and by extension the entertainment industry, who always look for a little boss, them take them bad mind and I run down and try to find something to, what should I say now? The best way to put it is to find a blemish. To find a blemish in Koffee's story. I don't know why it is we need to know her sexuality. Let me play devil's advocate also. Say for instance she is gay, right? So I think we are at a stage in our development as a country where we can respect people for just being people. Just leave it there. So I think Koffee does not deserve this type of discussion about her sexuality on social media. And me not tell you no lie, I give thanks for her PR team. Big up her PR team because they are guiding her well. You know, if it's she who responded to that young lady, you know, and send the ring, I am pretty sure, well, I don't want to say I'm pretty sure because I am not a part of her PR team, but based on how she responded, it was clearly lighthearted. And for that young lady to go ahead and screenshot the conversation to put it out, I see it as cloud chasing. You had a conversation with an artist and you put it out there. But argument's sake, let's remove Koffee out of the conversation for now. If that young lady had a conversation with Vibes Cartel, with Bertamon, with Taurus Riley, with Agent Sasko, and the same thing happened, right? Photo is posted, right? And the entertainer responds favorably. Would we question the sexuality? Would we question the bedroom activity of this entertainer? Me not think so, because the whole of them when just identify a while ago a man. I want to hear your comments. I really think it's horrible what we're doing to Koffee. It's disheartening because I don't think she gets so much flack from people from other countries. I think all she gets from other countries, maybe in a little way, some of them bad men are, but I feel like in a large way they love and embrace her. Why Jamaicans can't do that? And I want to explain something to you about the generation, I think it's Generation Z, right? I want to explain something about them. But before I get to that, I want to read some of your comments on our current conversation. Zizi says, they're just trying to undermine her success. That's the word that I was looking for, Zizi. Undermine it. Wamek. Women, they never undermine. Watch them out touch can now. And women, they not undermine the success of all those male artists who all up to now can get a full and factual count of the number of children they have, well, the number of children that they are not owning up to. Why we can't get some traction on that? Let me continue to read Zizi's comment here, man. So she says, a lot of them keep singing from before music invented, yet them can't bust. That's so funny. She keeps her clothes on and her music is family friendly, no slackness. You see, most of them are saying Zizi based on how she's dressed, and I want to know if some of you disagree with me. If you disagree with me, please let me know, because I'm willing to have a conversation. I am genuinely concerned as to why Jamaicans need to be, you know, trying to sieve out what is Koffee's sexuality, right? So reason with me. I was saying most of them, based on how she dress, how Koffee dresses, they assume that she is, you know, she's a or how they describe it now, she's a fluid young lady, meaning she does not stick to a particular or identify as a particular sexuality, and I'm going to get to that shortly, right? I think that is flawed because Koffee never tell her nothing about her sexuality, and I don't think it should be on the table for discussion. Audrey says, that is her business, not for people. Leave Koffee alone. Marcia says, promotion, it's what it's all about. I never hear about this person before. What you say, Marcia? So Marcia, you never hear none of Koffee music? Rapture, right? Well, I guess maybe not. She actually won an award, the Grammy, for Best Reggae Artist in 2019. Yeah, in 2019. You understand? So probably can look her up. You understand? It's amazing that people don't know her. And Karen says, because it is a burning issue in Jamaica. Yeah, man, you should check her out, Marcia. Very good music. I think it's a burning issue, and Karen, in Jamaica, because of our double standard, how double standard our society is. You know why I say that? There are some, and I have no, yes, I mean, I have no problem with people mind or reason. There are several, well, let me speak anecdotally. You see, if it is that a man or a male artist was engaging in a conversation with that young lady, and it was further discovered that she was underage, there wouldn't be any, probably I would outcry, there would be an outcry from Reason with Ashleigh-Ann over here, but not many people in Jamaica would have a concern about it. I think the double standard is real. How is it okay for us to chastise and dig deep and victimize women in this country? Because, yeah, victimize them for what they choose to wear, what they choose to do, what they choose to say, you understand? And also their sexuality. Why? Why don't we spend some more time, invest some more time in looking into how a man dresses in Jamaica, how a man speaks, what he does, you understand, and his sexuality. The only time we burn out man when we hear say they're gay. And to me, I think that is straight hypocritical. You understand? Straight hypocritical, and it's unfair for women. As I'm telling you, this is a young lady. She not reach her 30s yet. She just, I doubt if she even I think she's 19 years old. She not reaching her 20s yet. Give Koffee a break. You understand? That is exactly how I see it. And I told you that I wanted to explain to you a little bit about Gen Z. Gen Z in Jamaica, or I should say in the across the globe, that's the generation that I believe they are, and I want to be absolutely correct. If you guys have a great definition to share with me of Gen Zs, you can. But those are the ones who are younger than myself. You understand? Let me tell you exactly where Gen Z is, the year group that I'm talking about. So those are people born between 1997 and 2002. Younger than me, well younger, right? That group of young people, they are coming to you, and you're going to see it. They're coming to you with varied identities of themselves. You understand? And they're not facing identity crisis, right? Varied identities of themselves. They do not stick to a particular identity. Hey, I'm a woman, I'm supposed to always wear a dress. I'm supposed to always wear skirts. I should never be seen with my nails unkempt. My hair is always permed. No, they are not like that. Some days they will feel the need to dress like a woman, and some days they'll feel to dress like a man, and that is no indication of their sexuality. Another thing with Gen Zs that I've noticed, Gen Zs are the type of young people who are driven completely by passion. So you see, if today them passionate about music, it's music. And you see, if tomorrow them passionate about food, it's food. Their passions, I should say, lead them on sometime a monthly basis, sometime on a weekly basis. So they constantly seek, how should I say no? I want to find the best way to describe them. Basically, you always have to keep them engaged, challenging their thoughts, challenging some of the things that they're doing. And the reason I'm explaining this to you, because there are a lot of Jamaican entertainers who fall in the Gen Z category. Koffee is in the Gen Z category. You understand? We have another, I don't want to call them a girl group. Some of them aren't Gen Zs, but they identify with that target group. I'm talking about the Lila Ike. I'm talking about, and if you don't know these artists, you can let me know. Talking about the Lila Ike. We're talking about the Savannah. We're talking about the Naomi Cowan. We're talking about Tessellated. You understand? All of these artists who I'm telling you, they are Jamaican, but you may listen to them and say, but hold on, Jada Kingdom. You be like, hold on, how them music, them I say them are regular artists, how them mix up so? Why them dress like that? Why them don't say, alright, me a man and me a woman, and no. Them go with them feelings. They go with how they feel today. They're driven by what inspires them today. And to me, nothing wrong with that. Because every generation has their unique qualities, their unique strengths, and of course there are weaknesses in everything that we do. My thing is, love the Gen Zs and embrace the change. There are many baby boomers, you understand? There are many baby boomers who are sucking the life out of Gen Zs as their managers, as their moms, as their aunts, as their uncles, as their fathers. You understand? And even sometimes as their mentors. Stop suck the life out of them, because it's not fair. Understand them. So that is exactly what I really want to discuss with you tonight. I really think we need to spend more time understanding the Jamaican society that is being created now, because the Jamaican society that maybe you were used to growing up is not where we are right now. The Jamaican society we have now heavily influenced by what is happening globally. You understand? I'm not talking about US, because yeah, US feels that them a king, but it's not only the US influence. You have China and Japan now, man. You have other places across the world who are basically investing more in Jamaica, and we're seeing where our younger people are engaging with their cultures, their mindsets. Now let me get started on their religious beliefs. We not gonna so. So I encourage you guys, read some more. Marcia, go and check out Koffee's music, right? If you don't know Koffee, be sure that you are listening to her music. She have a new song. I think it came out just around the time with COVID-19 lockdown. I love lockdown. I completely love lockdown. And if you love lockdown, please comment below and let me know. But guys, I think we need to get to a stage where we're a little bit more accepting of people for being just that, people, right? Thanks, Marcia. Thank you to all of you who maintained that high number of views tonight. I'm so grateful. As always, you can continue to talk with me. I'm on Facebook, Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. Search for me. I'm on Instagram at @Mowatt. I'm also on Twitter, @_Mowatt. Right? Maya says she love it. I love you too, Maya. Right? And of course, I'm on YouTube. Search for my name, Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. I'll be changing up things in terms of my social media pretty soon. But I encourage you, even before Saturday night come and reason with me and tell me what you think. So until next week, Sky say shalom. I saw me any tonight. Shalom.